Who's your top five rappers?
Top five rappers, man. Um, Motivation wise, I say Jay Z. Jay Z. That's everybody that I like growing up. Jay Z, Lil Wayne, um, Schoolie D. I live right next door to Schoolie D. Like him. It's like a lot of people. I just love music. Like that was my thing. That was my coping mechanism. Music. Like the streets. Once I let the streets alone, like it was like music, 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 music.
All right, so your cousin he rapping every day, and what's the first thing y'all did that was on the music tip?
The first thing we did, see, he ain't never like. I'm gonna say they was selfish with their music because they ain't never take me to the studio, and we kind of had a talk, and he told me he felt as though that I wasn't into it, and I was just like, dude, I was rapping every day with y'all, and I was corny, man. Like I was corny, bro. Like when I tell you, I feel as though I was trash. I was trash. But the thing that made me stick out is listening to how they rapped, and then my uncle Putt listening to how he rapped. He could rap forward and backwards, and it's like I learned from them, and it's like after that it was just over. It was over, and then I started coming across people that were nice, like nice rappers, like people that rapped, and I looked like, damn, bro, you could be the next Hove, like them type of rappers, and that's just like, yeah. And then I fell in love with it more and more and more and more and more because I used to sing. You know, I used to like because I grew up. My grandma, she was a church head. She was a lead choir singer. So going to sleep in her room, I go to sleep to gospel music. So music has always been a part of my life. And going to church while she's singing, played the drums for her once. Like so, music. I always been there with the music. But as I got older and I realized that this really could be something that takes my mind off of all the negative stuff that happened to me, and I just started writing more and just started being around more people that rapped and that was going in the studio. So it's like I just learned how to dissect the beat and listen to it, and I just let the music talk to me. So whatever beat come on, if it's not talking to me, I'm not doing nothing to it. But once that beat start talking to me, I'm giving out masterpieces.
All right, so you get up in there, you make your first track. What's your first track about?
The Block. My first track was The Block. That's what it was about. It was about the wrong things. It was about a lane that I should never got into. You know, because it's like, you know, they say when you rap and people listen to your raps, that's how they view you. They view you off of what you rap about. So, like I said, I was never that type of dude to ever want to cause no problems because I wasn't worrying about myself. I was just worrying about the safety of other people. So, I just had to change my style. And when I really got into it, my song called Slander. And that was when I realized that I really had it and that this is something that I really could do because I used to doubt myself. And then my best friend, he stepped up to the plate and he was like, bro, do it, like you got it. And it was it went from there. And that's when I started buying my own equipment. Like when like PUA hit, man, it's like, damn, I got money. What should I do? Instead of going on to the block, I'ma just buy something that's going to be forever instead of something that's just going to be temporary. So I took that money and I just got my LLC and started my record label. And then it's been 2 years since I done had this record label, and it's I didn't perform for people that I never knew that I'll perform for.
Tell us about the record label.
Okay, I started it. Team Combs Music Group, and for short Tcmg. And the only reason why I started it is, I say 4 years ago, I kind of went through something in my household. Like I said, my dad was never there, so I didn't know, excuse me, how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt as though being on the couch and just being in the house was being the man, but that's not what the lady said. The lady was like, well, you lazy and you need to do more. And we went through something, and I was just like, man, F you, I'm out. And I left. And when I left everything. And I was doing Uber Eats. And I remember I was doing Uber Eats on a bike. And as I ride around the city of Philadelphia, I would come across so many talented people, like, that you would not even know is that nice. And as I'm talking to them, they like, and I heard this for like 6 months of me doing Uber Eats. What I'm hearing is everybody that I talk to say the same thing that you said. And I said, you know what? I gotta change that. I gotta tell them something that they didn't hear, and maybe that would get their attention. And I said, I'm willing to take a loss for somebody else to gain. And that's what I did. I took a loss for other people to gain. And when I started my record label, my artists, I don't sign my artists to no money. I sign my artists to their masters. I give my artists their own stability to be free. Like, just because you signed to me, I don't want you to feel as though I own you. I can't control you, because I don't want to control you, because this is not what I'm in it for. I'm not in it for you to put out hits and me just sit back with my feet up and collect your money. Nah, I'm very family oriented. I got it tattooed on my arm. Family first. I'm family oriented. That's one thing that I didn't learn. That's one thing I can say I learned from that guy, is how to be family oriented, because I didn't want my kids to go through what I went through. And I know my mom wouldn't want them either. So I changed, and I just gave my artists stability, like freedom,
Hey, let me ask you this. What record labels inspire you?
Oh man, a lot. Before, when I was younger, like Cash Money, like, they inspired me because they had the money. Like, they showed a magnificent lifestyle, and it was like, that's what I wanted for my family. My grandma, before she passed, my grandma always said, I want to be able to one day somebody hand me a briefcase full of money. And I always wanted to do that for my grandma. And it's like, when I had the opportunity to, it's like, it didn't happen because she passed away. Just like, man, I always wanted to fulfill that for her. So, it's like, they was one. Then it was Rockefeller. It was Bad Boy, and I'm a Combs. My last name is Combs. So, yeah, I followed behind. I watched Diddy. I watched how he worked. It's like them guys kind of made me be, it made me be a better business person. Because I see how they work, man. Like, in this business, you don't got no friends. Ain't no friends in this business. You got people that's either going to be there for you or not. And my thing is, by me being an artist too, if I do a show, I want to be able to be in the mansions or in the Airbnb and be comfortable with my guys, instead of being around people that's not here for the right reasons. They only here because I'm the bag. That's not what I want. I want my guys to be around me because they my guys, and they seen the struggle, and they know this guy right here opened up doors for me that ain't nobody never opened up. Because you look at it, you got American Idol, you got Simon Cowell, you got so many talented people that go on there, and what he do? He give you the buzzer, and then he criticize you. Like, sometimes that ain't always good to do, because you never know what a person is going through. That's why I said I could never do that, because you can't criticize me on something that I love to do. This is my passion, and if you criticize me, I'm gonna take it seriously, and I'm gonna come at your neck about it. and that's not good. So it's like I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to make you jump through rings.
Hey, let me ask you this, man. It's a viral video going out here about a guy bringing McDonald's only for his child. Have you seen that?
Yes, I did.
What do you think about that guy or that child or that woman?